routine mission, and we turned off the main road and went into a small neighborhood, and the 7-ton troop truck that was in the convoy behind me hit a pressure plate with an acetylene tank, and it blew that truck up. So the 7-ton was in between us and the IED, and they blew the secondary IED on us. But all the shrapnel passed right underneath the truck. It ended up cutting us all off basically at the knees. I was conscious. I hit the ground. I couldn't feel anything from the waist down basically. And the last thing I remember before waking up in Germany was one of my buddies picking me up off the ground and telling me I was going to be okay.
I was notified. I was on the West Coast. It was about 9 o'clock at night. I was at the gym with a girlfriend, and I get a phone call. I look down, and it's his parents' number, which hit me right away because it was midnight their time. There's no way they're up on a Wednesday night at midnight. So I just sat right down because I knew it was coming, and his mom told me the news, and I gathered my stuff up and somehow or another made it out of the gym and got back to my apartment.
I went to Walter Reed after I was done at Bethesda. I went through all my surgeries and everything, and about a month and a half after I got hurt, they transferred me over to Walter Reed.
The first time I saw him, the first thing he asked me to do was take my gloves off so he could actually just hold my hand, and the nurse was like, "She can't, you have to keep them on." And it was the hardest thing ever. I couldn't even look down at his legs. I didn't look down at his legs for about a week. I just ignored that they weren't there.
Less than 2 months after I got hurt, I was standing up on my first pair of legs. My goal, basically, I wanted to be on sea legs before my unit came home. The next goal after that was being able to walk down the aisle for our wedding.
It just, most emotional experience of my life to see him standing up again. I was so proud of him, so proud.
Trying to find a rental house that's wheelchair accessible is nearly impossible. My regular daily chair, which is this wheelchair, can only get in the front door and out the back door. I have to switch into a separate chair that I modified just so I could get through the doors in the rest of the house. Chasing our son around, if I'm in this chair and he goes running into his bedroom, I got to stop. I'm switching chairs. I mean, that's one of the worst parts, and our bathrooms are both tiny. I can barely get the chair into both of them.
He's literally gouging out huge chunks of wood in the door frame, damaging the side of the tub and the toilets, trying to get up to him in a wheelchair, damaging the side of cupboards, dropping things from cupboards because he can't pull things down. There's a lot that having a home that would be barrier-free for him would do for us. It would give us, first off, peace of mind that he's not going to hurt himself. The freedom that it's going to allow him and me to function in a house on a daily basis without that fear, without that constant worry, and actually have enjoyment and happiness in home again.
The gratitude we feel, for all the support is, it's so hard to express.
From the moment we walked off the plane, the support that we received, it was like being welcomed with open arms, and to know that there's people who understand and recognize the daily difficulties of functioning once you're out of the hospital. And the fact that there's an organization out there who actually recognizes it, it's so heartwarming, and the freedom, the peace of mind, the security, the safety is something that's immeasurable.